So today I'm gonna be doing a reaction video. You all seem to have really enjoyed my last reaction video. It's not there, you say, huh?
No!
If you go to my channel right now, it's gone, you say.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. I remember. They gave me 7 days to take that video down, or they said they would give me a strike. Even though that video was fair use, I had to delete it. Now I look like a crackhead because if you go to my channel, there's a playlist called Reactions with no video in it. So we're gonna be reacting to My Story Animated. I heard this is what all the cool kids are reacting to and watching these days. All the TikTok kids, they watch these videos before they get out there and didn't even notice no punches left to roll with. You got to keep it focused. You want it, say so. Day, night to morning, keeping me in the moment. Once again, I'm watching My Story Animated. The link to their channel and this video that I'm watching today is in the description below. If you're watching this, My Story Animated, please don't copyright strike me. Please. Or else.
Cause I keep that thing on me, cuz. I keep that.
Oh, yo, it's out of battery. Look. I'm holding the trigger. Yo, this thing broke. It's been a long time since you.
What is that? What the?
Once again, link
In the description.
I walked down the street heading to the nearby church. I was
That's how you walk?
consumed with guilt and shame after what I'd done. I needed to let it out. To tell
Alright,
someone.
hold on. They really starting off hot. She got demons biting her yitties. And his little, they wee-wees out.
Wow.
I needed to let it out. To tell someone. Anyone. I headed toward the confession room while keeping my head down. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned, I said. Go on, my daughter. And just like that, I let my darkest secret out.
What?
Hoping that it will ease
They look
my
like
burden.
a demon.
I just couldn't keep it to myself. I said it and left immediately. As I was walking out of the church, my phone started buzzing. I received a message saying, I know everything. Your dirty secret is with me. I froze and felt my whole body shaking. My God, who did I just confess to? Before I continue my story, let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Grace, and I'm 19 years old.
Hey, Grace.
I recently moved to a nearby city to start college. There, I met a girl named Anna, and we became good friends. We moved into the same apartment and attended the same college.
Yo, what? Why they got them things Mario jumping?
Soon enough, I got invited to the first party ever. I was so excited. There, I met Jeremy, the most popular guy in college. I heard many girls talk about him before and how rich his family is. He was in his second year in college.
Only want his money, because look
I knew
at him.
that I had to get close to him if I wanted to become popular. So at the party, I was dancing near him until he finally noticed me. I was so excited about my first college date. Anna was excited for me too. She kept pushing me to invite Jeremy over, and that's what I did. We started hanging out at my place. After a while, Jeremy and I became very close.
Wait.
He was so charming.
Wait, from the title, this is her cousin? She done messed up.
Handsome and everything I wished for. That soon we were in a relationship. Anna was excited that I started dating him.
There they go
She
again.
also liked Jeremy and said that he was a cool guy. Our relationship escalated quickly. We
There they
spent a
go,
lot of time at each
twitching,
other's
calling it
apartments.
dancing.
I told Jeremy that I came from a rich family too. I didn't want to seem any less than him. I wanted him to think that I was rich and attractive just like he is. Girls envied me whenever they saw us together. They all wanted to date Jeremy, but I was the lucky one who got the chance to be with him. I never had the chance to date hot guys back at school. This was my time to shine. However, my mom kept messaging me almost every weekend asking me to spend it with them. I ignored her since I had no time for my family. But she called and said that my uncle is coming to town for a reunion. She insisted that I join them. What?
No.
I knew that I had an uncle.
That uncle about to show up and be like, oh, hey, Grace, I see you've met my son already. Your cousin.
Cut the cameras. Dead ass.
I knew that I had an uncle, but I've never seen him in my life. My parents said that he was busy running his business, moving from one city to another.
It's all adding up.
And now he decided to move to the same town to live close to his only brother. I didn't want to go or meet him. But my mother insisted that family reunions are more important than anything else. I had to cancel my plan with Jeremy. We had planned to spend the weekend together. I told him that we had a family ritual where we would meet once a month, eat at a fancy restaurant, and gather all the family members together. Jeremy believed me and said that I'm lucky to have such a loving family. Ugh, if only he knew that I'm going to see a family relative that has been out of the picture for so long. I went home feeling angry. I just canceled a weekend with my lovely boyfriend to be with my boring family.
Dang.
I hated the idea of meeting my uncle for the first time. It would be awkward. That evening, I started helping my mom with dinner, and we sat waiting for my uncle to arrive. He arrived on time and greeted us. He looked so elegant, just like the most successful businessmen do. Then he told us that his wife and 2 sons...
His car running on money.
Suddenly, the doorbell rang, and I went to open the door for the wife and children. But what I saw left me in shock.
It's about
At
to
our
be him.
Doorstep stood Jeremy, holding a bottle of champagne with his mother and little brother. He stared at me in disbelief.
That is messed up.
We stared at each other for what felt like an eternity. Jeremy is my cousin. I felt my whole body shaking.
She been getting piped up by her cousin.
My mom noticed how I stood there awkwardly, so she quickly pushed me aside and told them to come in. We all sat at the dining table. I couldn't hear what everyone was talking about. I was in complete shock.
Why he look fine with
How did that
he
happen?
fine with all this?
I met a guy in a different town, and it turned out that he's my cousin. I looked at Jeremy and found him staring at me. We both looked away immediately. He was just as embarrassed as me. I lied to him about my rich family and about my weekend, only to find out that he's my cousin. I wanted to disappear. Luckily, no one noticed anything. Mom thought that I was moody since she forced me to come. I counted every minute until they left. I stormed to my room, locked the door,
So
and
what they gonna
cried
do
myself
now?
to sleep. The next morning, I packed my
Like, y'all
stuff
better
and
cut that
returned
off.
to my apartment. I couldn't tell Anna or anyone about my secret. Jeremy didn't text me, and I couldn't bring myself to text him.
Okay.
I stayed at my apartment for days and didn't go to college. I felt bad, especially in the morning. Anna noticed that too and said, "Someone might be having a baby soon," and laughed.
Oh no, I forgot.
Pregnant? No, it can't be. Pregnant by my first cousin? What a nightmare. I rushed to a close pharmacy and bought a pregnancy test. I went back home, and to my shock, it came out positive.
That's a
I
yikes.
was pregnant with Jeremy's baby.
Yikers.
Tears ran down my cheeks. I was shaking, and I had no one to turn to. I need to tell someone to get advice, but I can't risk my reputation and tell anyone. There was one place where I can confess without being judged, and that's how I ended up telling my story to a priest. After I walked out of the
And
church,
you
I
still got
received a
judged.
message saying, "I know everything." I tried to call the number and texted many times asking who he was, but no answer. So I went to the confession room again and looked around, but no one was there. Who did I confess to? I was sure that I talked to someone. After I got home, I received another message from the same number saying, "Sinners go to hell, you must repent."
Who is it?
And I kept receiving similar messages. I was so terrified of that person. How did he get my phone number? And what does he want exactly? I couldn't tell my mom because I was ashamed of myself, and I couldn't tell Anna, too. She would be disgusted by that. So I decided to call Jeremy. After all, he is responsible for getting me pregnant, too. When I told him the news, he freaked out.
Oh, she
He
better
said
get
that
rid
if
of that
someone
thing.
knew about it,
I know some stairs with her name on it.
he insisted that I shouldn't keep the baby. I was so scared of it, but I knew it was the best choice. I can't have a child with my first cousin, or keep this a secret. However, the weird messages didn't stop. I kept receiving that baby is a sin and I should get rid of it. And if I want God to forgive me, I should do all the good stuff, otherwise everyone will know my secret. I started to buy food for the apartment regularly and do all the cleaning. I helped my friends a lot with their
She was trying to
studying
sweep
and
it
did
under
the
the couch.
best I could. Anna was shocked by the sudden change. She thought that my breakup with Jeremy turned me into a saint. She regularly joked about it, saying, "Who knew that losing a hot boyfriend would make you a good person?" Of course, I couldn't tell her
Little does
anything,
she
so
know.
I preferred to stay quiet. After 2 weeks after my first appointment, I no longer carry Jeremy's baby. I told him the news, and we agreed to stop talking to each other completely and avoid family meetings as much as we can. After all, we both were ashamed of what happened. I felt a huge relief after having such a traumatic experience, but the creepy messages from the priest didn't stop there.
Yeah, like,
He kept
I'm trying to
asking
figure out
me
who
to
it
beg
is.
for forgiveness by doing good work for others. I replied to his messages saying that I already lost the baby and I did all he asked before. After this, I stopped receiving messages from the priest completely, to which I thought he can't blackmail me or do anything anymore. So I decided to celebrate my freedom and I asked my college friends if they would like to go out to the party.
Oh
To
no,
which
don't
they
hook up with your other
immediately
cousin.
agreed. There we danced and had a lot of fun. Anna came with us too. She excused herself to the bathroom. I sat there looking at our friends dancing and having fun when suddenly I felt something vibrating next to my leg.
Someone
I
leaked
looked
it.
down and saw Anna's phone. It was unlocked.
it was her.
Clearly, she didn't notice.
Wow.
I glanced at the phone once again. I felt a sudden urge to
It
take
be
a
your
look at
own
it.
homies.
So I took it and went straight to the messages. What I saw left me in complete shock.
Didn't even notice no punches left to roll with you.
There were all the messages from the priest. Anna was the priest this whole time. She knew everything all along and kept threatening me.
Wait,
I felt the
how's she getting in churches and confession? Wait, what? How?
I am confusion.
She was putting in work to commit to this.
I stormed to the bathroom where she was to get an explanation. She was still
Ugh.
washing her hands. I showed her the phone and yelled, "What is this? It was you. Why did you do it?" Her expression changed quickly and she yelled back, "I liked Jeremy from the beginning, but you stole him first."
Well, you can have.
When I
Wait,
saw
did she
you
just
entering
fart?
the church, I was about to tell you that I liked him, but I followed you inside, and what I heard there changed everything.
Girl, you can have them.
I was shocked. The girl who I thought was my best friend betrayed me. She made me do all the things on purpose. Anna continued, "I wanted you to suffer just like I did because you stole the man I
Yeah,
liked.
we just gonna ignore
but
that.
you got what you deserve by dating your own cousin." I couldn't believe how mean she was. I left the party and went to my apartment. I packed my things and took the first bus to my hometown. I could never forgive her, so I started looking for a new apartment. I couldn't believe that the one person I trusted the most betrayed me. I blocked them both on my social accounts, and I stayed home for 1 week before moving to a new apartment. When I returned to college, I was shocked to see
Wow.
Anna and Jeremy
She
together.
really took him.
Apparently, she succeeded in seducing him. I turned my head whenever I saw them. I decided to focus on my studies and future. What do you think of my story? Leave a comment down below.
I mean,
I walked down the street
whoa,
heading
whoa,
to
we
the
ain't trying to
nearby
replay
church.
this. My thoughts is, what can you do in that situation? I mean, she did everything correctly. I thought it was they knew they was cousins, like they did on Big Mouth.
Oh, it's like grabbing my own ass.
Yeah, I got a nice big solid seat, don't I?
Andrew!
What the f is going on in here?
It was an accident. Accidents happen. Hers just happened with her cousin. So yeah, that was my story animated. Link in the description. So if y'all enjoyed these and want to see more, you know, hit that like button for your boy. And I'll drop some more reactions. I'll do some more of these if y'all actually like this. If not, we can do some other reactions if y'all still like reactions. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.